All of the tools and techniques that I feel that I've gleaned from the course that I have had a chance to implement have been met very favorably by the students. So of course that's my primary purpose for taking ACUE, was because I had heard of all the benefits that the students would receive from the ACUE kind of mode of instruction.
I feel more confident in what I'm doing in there, and the students seem to be a little bit more engaged in the classroom. Having the certification kind of verifies that I have the skills to be a good teacher.
So I feel like we think that teaching and learning are the same thing, but really I feel like teaching, the old way I used to think about it was like delivering the information. And I would get frustrated when students didn't absorb that information. And so now I'm really have used, sort of through the lens of ACUE, I've been able to really think about like, what is the experience that my students are getting.
With ACUE, I've implemented several items. I still have some items that I want to implement. But one of my favorite items is I implemented just a simple survey. I know our students do surveys, but I changed it and made it where instead of just an actual survey, it's a discussion board. And they tell me one thing they like about the course, one thing they dislike, and one thing they would change. And I let them know ahead of time that I want their honest feedback. And I have gotten really, really good student feedback from that. And I've taken their suggestions and have added different things.
ACUE has done a lot for helping me to connect better with students, especially in online classes. I think one of the things that I really learned was that how important it is to make that connection with your online students, because if you lose them, they're gone.
It was really eye-opening to see the organization and how I can deliver the content and how I can be more inclusive in the content and with active online learning. The majority of my classes are taught in the classroom, so I had to tailor the ACUE information from online to what I can do in the classroom, and it has impacted it because I have been more organized on how I deliver the content, especially with this generation and how they are receiving the information.
It reminded me that when I'm giving feedback to students, I need to remember to also praise good work. Sometimes it's easy to fall into a pattern of pointing out issues that students are having, but then forgetting the really good students of pointing out the things that they've done well.
It gives me a different perspective when I'm assigning an assignment. Before, when I would think of an assignment, I would look at my objectives, what kind of assignment will help meet the objective, without really looking at how the student's perspective of the assignment. For example, I had a World War II writing assignment. Well, I gave them a topic and they wrote a reflection after they read articles and watched videos. What was a topic that I found interesting? But with ACUE, it taught me what I find interesting may not be exactly what they find interesting. And if you give them a little more of a control in the learning environment, that they tend to do better.
I feel like all 4 modules have not only included information on how to manage the classroom and create a syllabus with our online Canvas courses. I teach in the nursing program and I teach in class, but we do have some online portions of it where students can learn as well. So it taught us not only how to create those courses and make them effective and make them functional, but also to really connect with the students and form a sense of community with the students.
The main deployment that I've used for ACUE in my classroom and with my students is giving students choices. I have one assignment where they can listen to some of my tutorial videos and they can rephrase, paraphrase, and interact based on their choice. And so that's the main thing that I have taken away from ACUE that has benefited me in the classroom. Besides giving students choices, the other big, wonderful, bountiful benefit of ACUE is getting to know my fellow teachers. And the year-long process that it takes to do this ensures that a person will become very acquainted with a lot of people they never knew before. We have several campuses, so this is beneficial. Well, thank you for the opportunity, Dr. Wiley and Northwest. Thank you for investing in us teachers.